Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, this could be the top selling racket that Head is going to produce in 2024. Stay tuned. All right, good morning, guys. You guys ever see one of these things? It is called a French press. And in a lot of people's opinions, the best way to make a great, perfect cup of coffee. My buddy Torek hooked me up with this Christmas. And he's like, I'm not going to get you coffee, but you're going to have to make your own. But it's going to be perfect every time if you use it. Be like, all right. I've had many coffees made with a French press before, but I've always bought it, and they've always served it to me like this, and it's always been perfect. So this is my first time using a French press. Coarse ground, 4-minute steep, 165 degree temperature, hot water. 4 minutes, we're done. So my first time doing this to Torek. Smells good. Smooth as always. All right. Thank you, Torek, for hooking me up. I got the vessel. Just need the coffee. So the usual way to get me coffee, and possibly the easier way, would be at buymeacoffee.com/tennis spin. If you want to just hook up the channel, super thanks is the way. Link is below. Thank you so much. Thank you, Torek. Yeah, I've known Torek for, man, it's been how many years, buddy? About 3.5 years since the channel. We've kind of got together just from our love of tennis, and we've never actually talked in person, but we've always emailed. So Melbourne, Florida is where he's at. So thank you so much. All right, so the new Head speeds are out. The Speed MP has been a top 2 seller for Head. I have the new MP in hand. They really have not made too many enhancements except for Auxetic 2 being in the handle and in the butt cap. So we got here, here, and here with Auxetic 2. Meaning what, guys? More feel. More ball feel. Some can say more ball control, because if you could feel it more, the ball absorbs in. When it shoots out, you know. When you hit the sweet spot, you know. Well, let's see if we know. See you on the court. Speed MP from Head. Let me just tell you how you hit with it before you tell yourself how you hit with it.
Okay.
I felt like you hit better with this racket than your own Radical right now.
Racket switch?
Plow. We'll talk about that later. Plow, spin. You were like like your ball was more penetrating with this racket. And you turned it over when you wanted to, you hit through it when you wanted to, and it came with a different amount of velocity, I have to say. But you talk about it now. But I'm just telling you what I saw from the other side.
I agree. I think that this MP, I've played with last year's model. It felt a bit more incomplete, but I feel like they got the specs right in this racket. Like you said, I was able to hit through the ball a bit more, and it's definitely a lot more responsive. It cuts to the air quite nicely too, so I do feel like when I'm getting my hand to come through the ball, you would get nice spin and plow. The weight distribution on it too is quite nice as well.
Perfect.
I think it's perfectly balanced. So,
especially for your game.
Yeah, especially for me. I think
all around. Yeah.
This would be a good racket. Very powerful too. Just from hitting for a little bit, not even hitting that much harder. It really does just go through and quite powerful, very penetrative too as well. And it's got a good feel. I think they did this. Did they add something into
Auxetic 2.0?
Oh, there you go. There you go. So that's why I felt like in the handle and the throat, I felt a bit more in control with the ball too and feel. So, yeah, definitely put this racket to, for those of you who like that kind of lighter, not as heavier main models, this would be a good go-to. I'll definitely try this out too as well as I do my other racket journey. So.
Yep, he's going to start a new racket journey. We'll announce that later. What did you see coming from my side of the court coming to you?
I thought he actually played good with it too. He immediately was like, yep, I like this racket. So when you play with the one that you immediately like, you will know what it, I think again, it's, you kind of take a liking to how responsive it is off of when you're hitting it right away. And it just felt like more of a complete racket. So Head did a really good job this year making it so that it's very responsive.
Yeah, it's very complete is what I think you're trying to say. And I agree with that. There's not much of a drag to it when the ball impacts the strings. There's not much bend to it. It just, even if it did bend, it's not noticeable.
Right.
It kind of bends in like kind of a complete manner.
Yep.
And then the strings kind of enhances what the racket is doing and springing right off. Yep. So with the strings and the racket together, it's actually a great combination of completeness.
Yep.
Is the only thing I can say. But first couple shots immediately I was like, oh, I like it because it's plowing. It's plowing. It's coming through. It's finishing. If you're a fan of the old MPs, I think this is probably even a better one.
Yeah.
It may be the best MP in my opinion.
In the whole line of speeds.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So definitely 2 thumbs up. It may be in Coach Chris's racket journey.
Yep.
All right. Coach Chris, where can I find you?
You can find me at CB Chen Tennis.
And
that's
it. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Practice anytime, day or night, 24/7, 365 with Fast Track Tennis. Get your Fast Track Tennis today and get 10% off with Tennis Spin. Link is below. And get your tennis on the fast track.